Hello everyone, and in this video we will talk about one of the highest yield EKG that you are going to see on any Usmle step exam. So if you look at this EKG, you can see that there are ST elevations in the lead 2, in the lead 3, and also in the lead AVF. So if you see this combination of ST elevation in lead 2, 3, AVF, that suggests inferior wall MI. It's also right ventricular MI because the inferior wall is formed by the right ventricle. Now, another thing important to know is which artery is involved. So the artery involved here is the right coronary artery. Now, next you need to know that in these patients, because the right ventricle has failed, it cannot contract as well. So what you need to do here is provide increased preload. The main point is increasing the preload. So how do you do that? You give them IV fluids to increase the preload so that there is more blood towards the right ventricle, so that the right ventricle can pump it, and then that blood can reach the left ventricle so that the cardiac output is maintained. Remember, usually for other MIs, we usually give nitrates. Nitrates would be contraindicated in patients with inferior wall MI because they will decrease the preload, and decreased flow will go to the right side of the heart, and that is going to very severely drop the cardiac output. Now, another thing is these patients usually will have bradycardia. So why is that the case? So now, the reason for the bradycardia is because the right ventricle because the right coronary artery supplies the SA node and the AV node. So if you have decreased flow to the SA node and AV node, you will have decreased firing of those areas, of those nodes, and that is going to cause bradycardia. So in this ECG, we can calculate the heart rate. So in order to calculate the heart rate, just look at one R, which is here, and another R, which is here, and calculate the number of big boxes between them. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, and we have 5, and around 6. So you take 300. Remember, whenever you're calculating heart rate from an ECG strip, one of the ways is divide 300 by the number of big boxes. Here, between the RR interval, the number of big boxes are 6. Answer is 50, which is obviously bradycardia. Anything less than 60 is bradycardia. Now, remember, when you have in inferior wall MI, if they give you that the heart rate is below 50, what should be the next step? So remember, the next step would be give them atropine. Hope this video was helpful, and if it was, you can subscribe and like the channel, and also I will put links in the description where you can find my notes as well, and also through which you can support the channel further. Thank you for watching.